Alright, so I'm gonna go through this quick play game that we played Rein Zaryan. And I'm kind of gonna look at all the bubbles and try to explain why I think they're good or not. I sent you a link to a video that I think goes over bubble usage like really well. One thing that they briefly touched on that they didn't like focus that much on was that so every bubble can get you up to 40 energy if you burn the full 200 HP of it. So when you're 80 energy or above, you do not, you just absolutely do not bubble for energy. If you're like, once you like drift back down like under 70 to like 60 or something, then you can start looking for energy bubbles again, assuming that it's safe and everything else. But like when you're high charge, just bubbling for energy, it wastes half the bubble because like you can get 40 max, and but if you're only missing 20, you can never like the efficiency is like really low, and it's just better to save it for like a different purpose at that point. But okay, let's watch this. So I wait for the team here a little bit, and there Ryan doesn't, and that's why we roll him. It should lead to a team fight win, but we actually end up losing, and I think it's partly my fault and partly Prim's fault. So like this dash in by Prim, a little unfortunate. He ends up having to back out this way and going under, which takes him out of this fight completely, basically. So that kind of negates the pick we got on the Rhine, and it ends up being a 5v5. Right. Then, so, I mean, this self bubble, like, I don't know. I'm assuming this is a bubble for energy. There's not really any threat around you, so if you're gonna do this, like, if you tell me, then I can let you walk in front, but you kind of want to be like in front of the shield because there's nothing here you're gonna take damage from. And actually, it is something that is quite good to do is that you basically take space in front of the Rhine and then self bubble, and that way your bubble both absorbs damage off the shield that would hit the shield instead, and you're more likely to have things actually shoot you. We all also lose track of this Hanzo, unfortunately, and I think I'm walking a little too far. Because I end up getting booped by this brig in, and then I'm like overcommitted and I die, or I should die. Oh, I get slept. That's what happened. And like you can kind of see like Prim's distracting the Zarya, but like he's not doing anything. And like people get low here that could be finished by dash, and he could like chain dashes, and you know, just being like underground here is like not good. So I get slept. Their Hanzo hits a nice shot on Moira, which is also really unlucky. We're standing here. I don't remember where your bubble on me was. Let's go back and find it. Is it here? No. Oh yeah, okay. So like this isn't as bad, but like basically there's still like okay, so like the Rhine is not a threat because he's like so far ahead of his team that like we should know that we can kill him. I think this is just like a second or two early because like yeah, these people are like, coming in, and like if I was here and then you bubble me then I can like swing on people. And I think that would be a really good bubble. And I'm only like 1 or 2 seconds away from being there, but like that 1 or 2 seconds um just makes such a big difference. Like like I mean, because I'm 1 or 2 seconds away, by the time I get here the bubble's gonna wear off. And just like it gives the Rhine so much more opportunity to take advantage of the bubble, and when Ryan can swing with the bubble, they're gonna have to shoot him as well. So it both like gets you more energy and it helps the Ryan a lot. Um, yeah. So like I guess when I end up going in, like if we had bubble there, like I think that would have been really good. Or even just like bubble now to engage rather than like I'm kind of like oh shit, like what do I do now, because I mean, the right answer is I should just W, but like because you used bubble already, I'm a little bit worried about like, oh, can I really? I'm not sure if I can go past this corner. And you know, I saw Prim go in, but I'm not really sure where he's gonna end up. We probably should have just ended up holding this corner here and just like taking point because at this point we get it for free because they don't have a Rein. Right, like when I start swinging, that's like the ideal time to bubble. That's unlucky. And so you did bubble there again. And I think that was good, but like at this point it's kind of a like reactive. This is kind of like a reactive like falling back bubble. Also, you know, because Hanzo hit that shot. Like it's better to you get more value out of bubbling when you're going in rather than bubbling to retreat. And I mean, you know, like not to say that like bubbling people out is bad. It's just that if you have both options, it's more effective to use bubble like on the way in. This fight, we lost my healing.
The objective is now.
These guys should like back out. Should back out. There's no way, no reason to be there. Let me make sure I didn't mess up bubble here. So this is bubbling for energy. I don't hate it, although like I think you could posture a little bit more aggressively here. Like if the rest of the team was still in spawn, then I do agree with like this like bubble. Like you'll probably only get like 10 to 20 energy off this, but it's more important to be safe if like everyone is back there, right? And you're like way ahead. But because we're like pushing here, like I'd rather see this like up here or like maybe like use this signpost as cover, and you have the mega right there. Like there's no way you get bursted after bubble goes down. But like you just like if you're this far away, for one, it's pretty easy for them to stop shooting you, and you're also not that big of a threat, so there's no reason for them to shoot you, other than just like poking. So I don't know, like I wonder. Okay, so this is you here. And like the timing that you're doing it is like I feel like I mean this is like really nitpicking, but like if you had bubbled if you had done that bubble like a second or two earlier, by the time we get to the choke, then you'll have it back. Whereas like the timing that you kind of did it, and this is also like hindsight, like you wouldn't. It's very hard to like know this in game, but like it's just something to kind of think about and like get a feel for, I guess. But if you like bubble now, you'll have it back in I think it's 10 seconds for personal, 8 seconds for LI, or is it the other way? I'm pretty sure it's 10 seconds for personal. But like, yeah, like bubbling now and like being passive, like the far away passive bubble that like you just try to pick up a handful of energy if you happen to get it. No big deal if you don't, because like you'll have bubble back before anything happens, and it's more important for you to like stay safe, like a little bit farther away. That would be like right now. But then, okay, I mean, I don't know, maybe that's not too bad. But then like once your Rein's here, you're gonna walk this way, and this is gonna take like 5 seconds, and then you're gonna kind of wish you had that bubble back. But yeah, I don't know. It's like pretty marginal, but I scooped your health pack. Sorry. But I think I'm calling him to go left because their Rein's here. We don't really want to like meet him. We want to force him to rotate so that he's not like as prepared either. So we're gonna go this way, and then like we have a chance to catch the back line if or if like the Ryan's gonna rotate back and he's gonna be not like holding choke, we're gonna get through choke before he's gonna meet us like halfway there, because our positions are basically mirrored right now. Okay, so okay, and you haven't used projected yet, I think, which is good. Let me double check that. Right, yeah, okay. Okay, yep, that's good. So I think this is slightly early, and the reason why is that, like, the point that you want to bubble is after Ryan takes a little bit of damage. You don't want to bubble before any damage. You want to like kind of let Ryan take like 100 to 200 damage. You want to bubble him like around 300, like between 300 and 400 HP. Part of the reason for that is that because the first 200 health of Ryan is armor HP, it's more effective to like take damage on that. So you kind of want to like take damage on the advantageous HP and then bubble, and then Ryan will get healed while bubbles up, and then he's gonna have full health like with the armor back to like engage or to back out after the bubble goes down. So you're essentially like giving him like Ryan gets like half a life before bubble. Bubble comes out, like saves him for 2 seconds. He gets healed up, and then he has another like he has that half life back to fight with, or to like back up or like adjust, play the situation. So this is like again it's kind of like that 1 to 2 second difference. Like it's 1 to 2 seconds too early. You just need to wait a little bit until like Ryan's like starts to swing or something and starts taking damage. And it's like such a tiny difference, but it actually makes a huge kind of like the value difference is really big. So I go for a pin. He gets a really nice counter pin. Another theme of this match is that like he starts pinning me and I like miss every single counter pin, or like I'm just not thinking about it. I guess I don't play Rein enough to like, I don't know. I just need to like work on that, I guess. But so like their bubble here is like it's kind of like he's in danger because we're both on the ground, and that gets more value, although it doesn't really get shot. But like I don't know, this is kind of like there's a potential for like he's going to take damage, or he's like under threat, and like it's not like before the pin came out, it's like after. And I guess that's kind of the difference I'm trying to explain. Okay, and so like trading self bubbles there, I think that's fine. Like you're in the middle of the choke, and I'm still like walking forward. I think that's fine. Yeah, like no complaints about that. He's healing into a wall, but that's unlucky. We get cut off here, and I'm not sure if you like reaction bubbled in reaction to the dragon. That might have been what happened, but like again, like right, like there's no I'm not engaged. I can't really do anything with this bubble. So like this is like really optimistic. If you just like the dragon is scary, and I get that, and like like if I was like in the dragon, or like something like that, or like if the dragon was coming this way, then I think that would be totally fine. But like I don't know, like this bubble is just I can't do anything with it. You're gonna get a little bit of energy because like I'm in front and like there's people looking at me, but like I don't know. It's like this is like an energy bubble when the fight's about to break out, and like you just have to like hold it. You just have to be more patient with this. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I get it. Like the dragon is scary. You don't know where it's coming, but I don't know. Like that. It's just like an adjustment you have to make. Okay, so that's the first like counter pin that I don't think I even like thought about it here, but yeah, like I need to counter charge that. But then like after that, then like after the counter charge, you bubble to keep me alive because they can still burst me while both Rhines are on the ground. So die. So we lost two already. This is probably a lost fight. it's fine to just die here. Like, I don't know. No reason to like try to stay alive. Same with goes for the tracer. So that's fine. Corners. They stuck the Zarya. A little unlucky. That doesn't kill. And we're not. It's like slightly too early because we're not quite there. Like if we could push in on the Zarya right after, that'd be really good. But we're not there. So no bubbles used yet. So that's their bubble. So I think like now might be like this moment is kind of like where when you can start to think about bubbling. Because like I'm starting to swing. I haven't taken very much damage yet, so like it's fine to like wait like another like second or half a second or like maybe 2 seconds. But that's the point when you can start thinking about it. Yeah, so I like this, although I don't know if you could have seen that their Rein like charged away, then I don't know. It's like I mean that's like pretty split second. I wouldn't worry about that. So I like this bubble here. And then oh, and I like try to counter charge, but I'm like it takes me like a full second and a half to like aim, and so I don't get him. And then something else you can do is like rotate bubbles. So like you bubble me, and then like let me tank, and then after this bubble goes down, you walk in front and like use your self bubble, and like essentially you get like 4 seconds of bubble coverage, and then you like leapfrog back behind your shield. Yeah, that's me looking up. This is me tunnel visioning on the Rhine, and I think Prim not calling the brig. Although, yeah, brig should die there. So he shatters. And then he gets nanoed, so I'm like, alright, I'm not gonna grab. Grab and blade? Yeah, so here, you're just getting outcharged, that's fine. So like, try to, yeah, just die here, and then Prim like feeds after this. Where like, he can just path like, off the bottom of the screen here, but like, he can just go back out. There's no reason for him to be here. Yep, I think that's good. So this is good. It's kind of like Ryan's engaging, you bubble. This, I guess you got purpled, but there's not really anything shooting at you. So, you know, again, like, I don't know. It's like kind of marginal, but like you can save this bubble and you like find a lot more value from it later. I don't think we needed the blade, but I think he was trying to swap off, so that's why. Oh, this is nuts.
Get into position.
Okay. And like these like cleanup fight bubbles, like it's whatever. Like at that point, like it doesn't really matter that much. So this I like if it's calmed. So basically, like if we're all pushing in, then I like this. Like you can kind of create space. Like I don't know, because the front lines are so close. If our team's like not ready to go in, then you probably want to save this to absorb their push, rather than it kind of looks like it's being mainly used for energy here. Like if it's being used to like basically like put like shield for your Rhine and let your Rhine swing, and then you like back off and then like bubble your Rhine and then you can keep swinging like even more. Um, I like that, but I don't know. Like you're like if your team's not able to engage off of this, then it doesn't really make as much sense. Um, and there's probably going to be a point in time later on where like you're gonna want to have that bubble back. Like within the next 10 seconds. Okay, so that, um, yeah, I don't mind that. I think our team's a little bit like we're not quite on the same page. So like I guess you wanted to push, and then now I want to push, but like when you wanted to push, we weren't ready, and then when I want to push, like we're still not ready. So I guess we should really just like fall back to this corner here now, and like try to like stall out for the next bubble rotation, and then push with that. But that's an unlucky pin. Probably could have countered that again. This is me being slow again, like taking a full second to like aim the pin.
To repair the damage.
And yeah, I don't know. Like now you wish you had your bubble, um, or like a bubble for your Rhine, because we were kind of off, because we weren't on the same page there. Like I don't know. Yeah, we just all needed to back up here. Okay, bubble needs to stay alive. That's fine. Just bubbling to like brawl out. That's fine. He's like in the middle of them. Um, Target focus here, like Ryan is not. You can't. You're never gonna kill Ryan, right? So like you need to find someone else to shoot. Could be this Genji. Could be the Brig. Um, like it's gonna be pretty hard to kill the Brig also, but like it's at least she's 200 or 250. Yeah, 250 HP, not 500. Yeah.
وليهم قوتك. My strength unleashed.
Oops. Let's go a little bit. Why are we so split here? I guess I just didn't wait. Okay, maybe you were a little slow out of spawn and then you didn't catch the Lucio speed boost. One thing you can try to do to catch up is like right click jump. It actually like makes you move a little bit faster, and if you just don't take any permanent health damage, you'll regen your shield by the time. Like if you like stop here, by the time you get onto point, you'll regen your full shield or your full health. Let's actually see if we can see what happens. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe just a little bit. Yeah, I think probably just a little bit slow out of spawn and then didn't catch the Lucio speed boost. Okay, I don't think I saw this Rhine for whatever reason. Yep, I like this. I got stunned. Guess I wasn't expecting it because like I should ideally walk forward with it, but also Prim's on Widow. Why? If he's gonna play Widow, he can't play back here. He needs to play a high ground, or at least like have an angle. Like if our like Rhines line up, like what's he gonna? How is he gonna shoot through shield? Right? Like he needs to find a different angle. But okay. So I like this. I probably should have played more aggressive with it. Okay, I mean, I guess that's good. Yep, I like that too. So you like use bubble and then drop back. Nice. And here again, a missed counter charge, and I think he like pins me off into the cars or something. Or no, that's the he pins me off into the cars and he dies himself. But then here the point unlocks, right? But we're actually even right now. It's you three and then these three. Genji's in spawn. Like he just respawned. So so you're bowling here to fight, which I mean I think that's fine. If there was a way for us to like push onto point and stall here, like we kind of give them cap for free, and then A-Wind goes in and then dies. So like the decision should have either been to like get on point before caps or to get out after it caps. So I don't know, like just like I don't know, W, right? This is like this isn't even fight. Berkey doesn't talk, so he wouldn't call this Hanzo being low, but like this like being here versus being here, same amount of danger, just this one stops point cap right now. Like right, like walking this way versus walking this way. Like same amount of time, but walking this way stalls point. And I don't know if you knew the Hanzo was there, but like there's Zarya's backing off, there Anna's backing off. Like this is space you can take. You can just like walk up and stand here. And you know Lucio could do the same, and Moira could do the same. So I'm not like trying to call you out, but like, but then like after point caps, then he goes in aggressive. Unlucky. I don't know if you had projected there. I guess we can kind of check, but that could have been nothing. That's
The
it.
objective is now active.
Oh, you used it on me when I got pinned, actually. So how long ago was that? Before this, even. So let's call it 5 seconds.
The objective is now active.
Yeah, so you should have projected back now, and that would like be another thing that would let you guys walk onto point.
This is my will.
Or, you know, save Lucio there or whatever. So, you know, at this point, I'm pretty sure I called like back off. Like, yeah, you're like 2v2, but they're gonna have spawns back soon because their Genji died first. And like they already have point, so even if we stall it, like if they just like run around the center thing and like don't let you kill them, then they're winning by default because they already took point. So it's better to just like regroup at 6 and like try to fight the retake. Okay, so we're waiting for Lucio, who was last to die. So he's here, so we should push Prim. I don't know. He's like sniping from low ground? Question mark? I mean, I guess it's fine. I don't know. This is a much better position though, I think. So um, I think this bubble is slightly too early still. Like you bubbled before I started swinging. You want to let your Rein kind of like trust your Rein to be aggressive, and then and just be patient and bubble after the aggression after the engagement happens rather than leading into the engagement. You want to bubble like right afterward. So we can look at that again. So right, like you bubble when I'm here, I you know like it lets me walk forward, but I'm like walking forward anyway. There's nothing here that can shoot me. So you're not gonna get very much energy off of that, and like I can't do as much with it because I'm still in the process of like walking toward their Rein. If you bubble like now, like if this bubble wasn't up and you like bubble right now, then I've taken a little bit of damage. I'm gonna be taking more damage because I'm pressuring them really hard. You'll get more energy off of it, and I'm gonna be able to use this bubble to like walk through and like swing on all three of them rather than kind of like letting me up to the Rein, but then not having bubble to actually do damage with. Unlucky. I don't know. I maybe could have countercharged that one as well, but didn't. I ignore the Rein, which I think is fine because like if I shield these three and you guys can like 3v1 him, that should be good. But here's the shatter. Didn't see your bubble there. I assume you used it right after the pin. Just kind of fall apart there. So the Hanzo got a bunch of kills, but yeah, I don't know. Just waiting for spawn. I should probably be shielding this for Prim. Pretty big dynamite. This is an unlucky charge. I mean, Prim can see him, so he shouldn't get pinned, but we don't know where it's coming from, so we can't help him. If you have projected here, I mean, that's like one of those, like, if you can reaction bubble that, obviously that's the play, but, doesn't always happen. Okay, so use self and project it there. So this self, like you're behind three people, you're not gonna get any energy from this. If you're gonna take the self bubble, you walk forward more and then self bubble, and you'll get energy, and then you back off once it gets blown up or like when it's going down. Then the projected. I think it's just reaction to grab. I think in a grab actually though, you normally want to bubble one of the squishies. And it's kind of counterintuitive, but like if you make everyone's health even, then everyone gets wiped or everyone survives. Whereas if you bubble the Rein, then maybe the Rein definitely survives, but you're gonna lose all the squishies anyway. So like then Rein's just gonna get deleted afterward. The exception being like if there's like a diva bomb or like some ult that you can like by protecting Rein you can let him shield the ult. So yeah, so I would say actually look for a bubble on the Ana or something rather than the Rein. But they have the Grab Dragon anyway, so we should just wipe here. The Coalescence, I guess he popped it like right when the dragon was coming out, so we didn't know he had dragon. But I mean, obviously, like Coalescence doesn't save it like against a dragon, but timing. I think Fergie gets out, and then I remember not really being happy about this. Like, the Hanzo can definitely one-shot Ash. Ash can't one-shot back without a Mercy Pocket, so... I don't know. I'm just gonna push here. Get pinned again? Like, this is definitely counter... Like, I can definitely countercharge this, but I like whiff it again, I guess. Or, oh, okay, you get pinned off of it. But yeah, that's on me. I do think he had self there, but I mean that's like a pretty tight reaction. So like, obviously the play is to like self bubble, but like I don't know if I would hit that either. Okay, so there should be one more round of bubbles. Okay, so again, like I think bubbling on the way in could have been good, but then like once I start backing off, like you kind of want to hold it. Also like maybe maybe it was in reaction to the coalescence, but like um I don't know, like coalescence isn't that high damage. It's like 70 DPS, something. It's like a little bit more than Winston. So like that's not something you really have to coalesce or have to bubble. Um, you really want to bubble like more burst damage. Um, so I think this is like either use it a little bit earlier or just hold it and wait for them to push because they're gonna push with the coalescence. The self bubble, like I think it's good, but like the way you posture afterward is you back up, whereas I think you should like bubble and then walk forward, and like trust that like the rest of your team's gonna come with you, because I don't know, like they're grabbed. You grabbed them. We should be like trying to kill them here, rather than like backing up and giving space. Uh, and I don't know. I guess this is kind of like where you wish that bubble that you had used, like this is where you kind of wish you had that bubble to use on Ryan now, right? It would also let Ryan swing on grab. So like I guess that's kind of another thing is like if you're planning to grab, like you really want to save your projectors as much as possible. Like sometimes you have to use it anyway, but you really want to save it to use on your Ryan or on your Reaper or on your Doom so that they can safely damage into the grab. Um, I kind of fed. Should have shielded. I was purple. I don't think I was watching my health. Yeah, like right now. Oh, I got slapped, but like still like should have been a shield somewhere in there. I don't know if you have projected bubble back yet, but like I feel like it should be really soon. And like that could have saved me, right? So okay, so this is 647. Again, self bubble, walk forward. So it's been seven seconds. So you have it back right about now. Unless I have the cooldown split and it's 10 seconds and projected. But I'm pretty sure it's 8 projected, 10 self. So yeah, that's technically over there. I think maybe you like turned to look for it, but I died right before you noticed. It's unlucky. So the bubble's fine. If you notice like the other Zarya kind of like reacts to your bubble. Like if you bubble second, it's kind of like beating second or like trancing second. You'll have a little bit more. Whoever like uses their cooldown second has like a slight advantage. And your team's right here, so like you don't have to bubble early. You can kind of like try to force out their bubble, and then like make sure that they're like really focusing on shooting you before you self bubble, and that way you'll get more energy out of it. And like if you force their bubble, they're gonna have to back out because they don't have anything left to protect themselves. If they stay aggressive after using their bubble, you're gonna burn them down, or like your whole team's here, right? I guess he doesn't have nade, but like this is really scary. Like, oh my god. Just shouldn't be playing out in the open. You should probably walk over here. So that bubble is like totally fine, like just to make sure that they stay alive, right? Like I think that's totally fine. But you have self, and I mean, like it's never like terrible to hold it. But like I don't know if you could have maybe played more aggressively and then try to find a self bubble, um, or something like that. I don't know. Okay, so there's the self bubble. I guess in reaction to the charge, I don't know. I don't hate it, but like again, unless you get pinned, this doesn't get anything. No one else is in position to shoot you. So I don't know. But then like if you do get pinned, this is like clutch, right? So I guess I don't know. It's not. I don't hate it. Um, I think it's fine.
Power of destruction.
Where did Rein take me? Oh, he charged off the map, and I'm in the process of falling off the map right now as well. And that's another missed like counter pin.
Огонь по готовности!
They have grab. They have... That's the game. Yep. Okay. So I guess hopefully that's helpful in terms of like explaining a bit more of the thought process behind bubbles. And that like that YouTube video that I linked to you, it's like actually really good. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful. I there's definitely a chance I said some contradictory things in there. We can discuss this after at some point.